Good evening, folks. Wow, got quite a crowd tonight. If you've got room, could you let folks know that you've got room, because we still got folks coming in. So if you're on an end, if you can kind of move in. If you got space, please let them know. We'd like to get everybody in. Thank you. Gavin? All right, 8th graders. If there's any 8th grader in here that wants to come in and sit down up front and give your seat up to an adult and you want to honor that, so you guys are okay. It's okay to come down and sit up front as well, okay? Right up in front of stage. Okay, guys, we're about to start the program, so if there's students back there that want to come sit up on the floor here, you're welcome to come. Otherwise, we're going to get started. Thank you.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 8th grade graduation ceremony, and congrats on making it through middle school. My name is Bailey Peterson.
I'm Chris Herbert, and I can't believe that we've already made it through middle school and we're moving on to high school.
I mean, it's crazy to think that we were just 5th graders a few years ago. Isn't that right, Chris? Chris.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about how much fun it is to be a kid. It almost seems like it's ending. Is it?
I mean, let's think about high school. Come on. You gotta say it. Driving your own car, having like more responsibilities sounds kind of fun.
No way, Jose. We don't need to grow up to have fun. We can still just be kids.
Okay, since you didn't get sold on that bit, let's say adulthood. You get to have money. When I say money, I mean money. And a house, a car, everything like that.
Heck no. I'm staying a kid, no matter what.
Chris, come on. Just please, come on.
Heck no! Activate kid mode!
All right, let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Sherber.
Thank you, Bailey and Chris. I'm in charge of an official welcome tonight, and I can't tell you how impressed I am. One of the crowd. This is fabulous. The turnout is cool. It's really cool. The other thing I'm very impressed with is these 8th graders and how classy they dressed up. I'm very impressed. So thank you guys for knocking it out of the park tonight. The little history about this program. A little over 20 years ago, we asked to have the program at the high school and maybe have the high school principal speak a little bit and welcome the kids after just recognizing 3 years at the middle school and having a little fun. This is a student-run program. You'll see fingerprints from every one of the 8th graders as part of this program. The MCs, the speakers. We've got somebody who put a poem together. It's pretty cool. As well as the slides that you will see, the students put a lot of work into it and a little bit a snapshot of themselves. They're very excited about that. They're gonna share a little bit about where they've been, maybe a little elementary stuff, a little bit of their middle school, and then a peek at the future a little bit. We're gonna hear that as well. When we're done tonight, hopefully you guys got a chance to look at that picture back there. There's a picture, an 8th grade picture. Sometimes when they graduate from high school, they'll put both that 8th grade picture up next to their high school graduating senior picture. It's pretty cool. So if you get a chance to do that, please do that. And then once we share all the kids' slides, there'll be a quick message. When we're done tonight, we're gonna offer up some lemonade and some cookies in back. And that's just an opportunity to take pictures and just kind of wrap up the evening. So again, thank you guys for coming. We're very excited. Thank you for coming. I'm going to turn it over to Chris and Bailey, and let's let the program get started here.
I'm going to show Chris how ridiculous his idea of having kids' sports is. Chris.
All I'm saying is we don't have to be adults. I can do just as many things in kid modes as you can being a so-called adult.
Come on, real golf is way more fun.
I'm just saying, with kid golf, when you get hit by a ball like this,
Oh, God.
it doesn't hurt. See, you're fine, especially with a club, but I'm not going to throw that at you. That would be a little weird.
Okay, now, I mean, getting it with a real golf ball kind of hurts, but this kind of golf, way more fun. Come on, you got to say it. I golf on real golf courses. Where do you golf?
I golf in my backyard, and my backyard has freezies. Point for me.
Okay, Chris, you're wrong. No, you're wrong.
Well, I mean, what else is good about adult golf?
I can make scholarships and get bank from it.
Who needs bank when you have cheap freezies?
Okay, Chris, whatever.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to introduce our 8th grade speakers, Sierra Smolin, Kaylee Johnson, and Avery Metcalf.
Hello and welcome. My name is Avery Metcalf. When I look at this group of 8th graders, the graduates of 2027, I see so many people who have grown from their elementary years. All of us were probably a bit nervous for middle school, whether it was for the amount of classes, the amount of homework, or everything about middle school in general. I know that a lot of people can relate when I say that the night before 6th grade started, I was a full-blown train wreck. I was so scared that I wasn't going to have any friends. I thought that I was going to have too much homework. I thought that my teachers were going to be so mean. But I was totally wrong. For some people, it can feel like 6th grade was so long ago, while for others like me, it feels like it was just yesterday. Yesterday that we were getting on the bus for the first time. Yesterday that we were walking through the crowded hallways trying to find our way to our classes. That we were eating our lunches in our M&M rooms because of COVID. That we were possibly watching an unhealthy amount of CNN 10 during that time. For me, it's crazy to think that that was only 3 years ago. But the past isn't what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to celebrate our growth. If you look around, you'll notice that everyone has changed since elementary school. For me, it was getting contacts in 7th grade, so I no longer had to wear my weird, thick rectangle glasses. But most of our changes have happened on the inside, not on the outside. As we grew older, we became more mature. We learned more things about ourselves and even more about others. Middle school has been my favorite 3 years of my life, not because of the amount of work or anything like that, but because I have made friendships that will probably last my lifetime. And I believe that so many of you can agree with me. We all have our weird group of friends that you know will have your back through anything. Middle school has taught us so much. Educational stuff, yes, but also internal emotional things as well. We have learned that being ourselves is the most important thing ever. When we started school, not just middle school, but also elementary and even the cool kids who were in preschool, we learned that people are going to judge you, no matter what you do, even if you are being yourself. But through that, we learned that if people love you for the way you are, they will be your lifelong friends. I know that my friend group, as weird or as loud as we are, we have learned not to judge each other. All of us, whether we're friends or not, we all have our own quirks that make us who we are. And if middle school has taught us anything, most importantly, it has taught us to hold on to our personalities. As I end, I want to leave you with 2 questions. If you are nervous for the future ahead of you, how is anything about entering high school different than when we entered 6th grade? And if you are hiding a part of you, why aren't you embracing your inner weirdness and letting people know who you actually are? Congrats on making it through middle school, class of 2027.
Well, there's a lot of people in here. Okay, I'm kind of nervous. Okay, well, I'm Sierra, and I'm gonna talk about the middle school. So I'm gonna start off with asking the adults in the room, what do you guys remember about your middle school days? Do you remember, what are the most important things? Do you remember algebra, essays, how about science projects? Current 8th graders, I'm gonna ask you the same question. We just spent the past 3 years at MMS learning day in and day out. What did you learn? When I reflect on this question, I realize middle school has taught us many life skills that we will use in and out of the school building. For example, turning in your late work teaches you accountability. Getting to class on time in the 4-minute passing time teaches you time management. And there's no more procrastinating, staying up late on TikTok, which we are all guilty of. We learned about peer pressure. The more you grow in school, the more the peer pressure grows. In middle school, we also learned that not all peer pressure is bad. Like the friend who doesn't want to try out for a sport or a club alone, so you do it too and end up really liking it. Middle school teaches you to recognize the good between peer pressure, the good and bad. There are so many life lessons we learn, but nothing is more important than the lessons we learned about ourselves. It's not always easy to be yourself because everybody always wants to fit in or be like everyone else. The older we have gotten, the more we have grown physically and mentally to become our own people. We all had our ups and downs during our time at MMS, and that is what made us who we are today. Our challenges turned into learning experiences and taught us about ourselves. One of the best lessons I have learned in middle school was to be social. There are so many ways you can do that, such as joining a sport or a club, or just by simply saying hi to someone. Those things aren't always easy. I know, I still make my mom order for me at restaurants. Growing up together as a class, we have not only learned so much about ourselves, but also about each other. We have found people who we want to be around and that make us happy, and people we can be ourselves around, and people that can be themselves around you. And in that way, we have grown together as a class to help others feel cared for. As the class of 2027, I want to challenge each and every one of you to make someone feel included. Make new friends, and be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Staying involved is a great way to find yourself, and I feel like that's what middle school is about, finding yourself and who you want to be as a person. So let's be prepared to have fun in high school because it goes by really fast.
Okay, here we go. Good evening, family, staff, and most importantly, students. I stand here humbled and honored to speak with you all tonight. Now that our middle school experience is nearing the end, we move on to the next chapter of our lives, that being high school. I'm excited to watch as our class grows into young adults and the change in each other within the next 4 years that we'll spend together. Looking back at how much we have all grown since the first time we walked in these doors makes me so proud. This class is filled with amazing leaders, friends, and people in general. How can we already be so close to our future in the high school when it feels like yesterday I began this journey with you all? Surely glamorizing high school is fun, but it's important to appreciate the challenges to be successful these next 4 years. When we were in elementary school, we started reading picture books, then picture books with words, and finally advancing to chapter books. Here we are, advancing to our chapter book. Here's to our new beginnings, new starts, and growing into new people. High school itself shouldn't be a scary chapter of our life. Growing up shouldn't be a scary chapter of our life. We should take this as a blessing and use it to better ourselves as people and peers. I'm not saying that every single day is going to be perfect or without struggle. In fact, I anticipate every single one of us struggling at some point in our high school careers. But doesn't challenge mean growth? No one is immune to the pain of growing up. I feel that moving on to bigger and better things means taking each opportunity, even if it's something that scares you. I promise you will never regret taking the leap. You are more likely to regret not doing something than just taking a chance that it could be great, maybe even amazing. When I first joined volleyball, I had no idea the impact it would have, not just on my athletic performance, but the impact it would have on me as a person. My hope for this class is that each of you can find your own volleyball. Put yourself out there, make the mistakes, take the leap, and leave self-doubt behind so you can find your confidence. If all this sounds just too scary to think about right now, I'll leave you with the wise words of Martin Luther King Jr. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step.
Oh my gosh, look at this Ford Focus. This Honda Accord, come on, you gotta say.
It's not that good.
I mean, come on, Chris, you have to say, you're kind of excited to drive a car?
A car. You have to pass tests and study and follow Rules for? I've got something way better.
Oh God, where is he going? Oh God. Chris, this is Come on, Chris, this is getting way out of hand. Stop.
Heck no.
Chris, stop. Okay, get up. Come on, Chris.
This was going so well until you so rudely interrupted me.
Come on, Chris. Oh, don't pout now. Okay, whatever. Anyways, let's welcome to the stage our high school principals, Mr. Colwell and Miss Hanson.
Well, good evening. My name is Matt Colwell, and I'm one of the high school principals.
Good evening, I'm Lori Hanson. I'm also one of the high school principals. We are very happy to welcome you here and acknowledge that we have a full house, and that is so indicative of not only this 8th grade group of students, but also the families and parents that are here to support them. On behalf of Matt and I, we want to just thank you. That excites us for what's coming our way in 90 short days. Thank you. As we were standing there talking, those 3 speakers completely stole our introduction. They represented your class so well. They highlighted the fact that parents trust us when we say the maturing continues to happen. We're getting ready to send our seniors out of our building here in 2 short days, and then a week from now we're graduating. And the growth that happens over these next 4 years is unbelievable. The trajectory just continues to grow. So please know that what you experienced over the last 3 years continues, and it is exciting. Number 2, they talked about the struggles and the journey. It is so true, but the process is outstanding. Who they become, what they figure out, and how they get there is an exact model of what we want our high school to be. Be curious. They talked about being willing to fail. They talked about being your authentic self. They talked about getting involved. That is exactly what we were going to stand up. That's what we request, hope, and strive for every kid. She nailed it, knocked it out of the park. So on behalf of Matt and I, we're just so excited for what your student is going to experience here, because 3 short years ago, you sat in a 5th grade classroom and you thought, am I ready for middle school? What's ahead of me? The classes, the friends, the opportunities, and that is exactly where you're sitting right now. You are prepared, you're ready. Middle school staff, the experiences, the classes, the rigor, the academics, the activities, the involvement, prepared you. You are ready to step into our building next year, next fall, and really just follow what our upperclassmen are ready and embrace everything that is coming your way. And it is so exciting. It's rigorous, it's challenging, but it is very fun.
I love the balance they have between being a kid and acting like an adult, and being an adult. That transition doesn't need to happen too fast. One of the things we always want to do is have fun. And so we're going to talk a little bit about maybe the top 7 reasons why moving to the high school is going to be exciting. So we'll alternate, go back and forth. Some of them are serious and some of them are on the lighter side. Number 1, how many of you know who Chef Tony is? Chef Tony. Now, middle schoolers typically know who Chef Tony is, and I don't know if Mr. Scherber knows this or not, but Chef Tony takes his game to a different level at the high school. So the word on the street is lunch is even better at the high school than it is the middle school. All right, something to look forward to.
3 years ago, you sat there and looked at coming into that 6th grade wing, and that felt humongous in your eyes. Talking to our outgoing seniors, they love Main Street. They love their passing time. You've got 5 minutes. You've got plenty of time to get to where you need to be, and you've got plenty of time to connect with your friends, and they love what the community, that Main Street. So if you think where you started in 6th grade at that 6th grade wing, you're transitioning now to Main Street, which is kind of a big deal. It's our hub in this building. So that ends up being just a really great community place for us.
For the second time, this is number 3, for the second time in your career, you are, right now, you got about 4 days left of being the top dog. You're at the top of the ladder in your building. You are the oldest, the most mature, you're the leaders. Next year, you're going to the bottom, all right? And you're gonna stay there for a while. Now, I don't say this to give you a hard time, I say this to take the pressure off. It's a good spot to be. You don't need to come in and do a lot. You can come in, you can get your spot kind of settled, you can look to the upperclassmen. It is a good spot to be. So congratulations, there's no pressure. You don't have to come in with a big plan, just come in and get started. We will provide support. We will provide people to help you, and you will get started very well as a freshman next year in the fall.
The students that enjoy the high school the most are the ones that get involved. So what's available to you at the middle school just gets magnified here. Our athletics, our academic clubs, our CTE offerings, our student council, all of those opportunities are here. The day-to-day, the 7:30 to 2:34 is the hard stuff. That's the work. That's what we've got to do. It's all of the extracurriculars where you get involved, where you find your people, you create your niche, and you really get to define who you are becoming. That's where the fun stuff happens. So as you're thinking this summer, what does that look like? How do I find my people? Get involved with whatever that is. Music, fine arts, theater. We've got all sorts of athletic opportunities. Please be willing to be courageous and get into a club that connects you to people, because those are where the fun moments are created.
Next year, you've got your schedule already. You know what classes you're going to take. That is all taken care of. As the weeks turn into months and then into semesters, and next thing you know, we'll be talking by mid-year about scheduling a sophomore schedule. You are going to have more control, and you will be able to take control of what classes you want, what you're excited about, what passions you have with academics, what classes that relate to the things Ms. Hansen just talked about will give you a path, and that's pretty important. The speakers earlier mentioned driving. Parents, if this is your oldest, know that driver's training is coming. That's a big deal to them, and it's going to happen fast. And to that point, as they get control literally behind the wheel, they're also going to do that academically, and by the time they're a senior, they will have had exposure to a number of career fields, a number of opportunities, a number of pathways, things that they are excited about. That is our promise, that we will give you and give them the tools they need to figure out what they want to go and do. That doesn't mean they'll know exactly when they leave. We have seniors there now, but they will know what the opportunities and the different ideas are that are out there.
One of our goals is to create a real sense of community here. So we're a building of 1,400 students plus our staff, and we take great pride in that school spirit. So students, as you're sitting here thinking about next fall, we've got homecoming, I believe, 4 weeks into it. Yes, our seniors dress up. Yes, they wear Halloween costumes. Yes, they do all of the silly things. Yes, they get involved with all of our medallion hunts and trivia, and we play bingo. And there is that tremendous sense of community that we missed for many, many years, for a year during that COVID experience. It's here, it's real. So as you're thinking, like, is it okay to wear school spirit? Yes, we do, and we all do, and the seniors do, and they give you permission. So if you pause and you look around, get involved with that sense of community. Wear the silly stuff during dress-up week. Come in your pajamas. Come with your crazy hair or mismatched clothes, because it's what we do here to find fun in the length of a school year.
And our last point, students, is that there's a void. Once these seniors leave, there is an open spot, and that is yours. And we're excited for that. Actually, Friday, by about 10:30, our seniors are done. They're done this week, this Friday. So while you're doing your picnic and barbecue Friday, they are having their last day of school. They're going to come walk through the middle school part of that morning. And then that leaves a void here. Our juniors are ready. They're going to step into that. Everyone's going to move up, but then that leaves an empty spot, and you're going to join our family. And we're excited for that. We're excited to capitalize on your strengths, get to know you, have the fun Ms. Hansen's alluding to, getting involved. And it will happen fast. One of the things we talk and hear a lot from the seniors about is just how fast it goes. As you know, as you heard, as you reflect on, how fast middle school just went. High school is going to go fast. To that point, we have one of our best, one of our finest, a high school senior here who's going to spend a little bit of time talking to you. We know we could talk a lot up here, and we do, but it is more meaningful coming from a student. So we have a student here who was in the conference track meet just a couple hours ago. The word on the street is she scored or placed third in the conference in the discus. Her name is Olivia Hansen. She's one of our best. Let's please welcome her to the stage. You're good.
So they think they know what they're talking about, but I am 2 days away from literally living the entire high school experience. So it's pretty fresh up in my noggin. Like they said, my name is Olivia Hansen, and I'm a senior here. I'll be graduating in less than a week. Next year, I'm going to go to Concordia, and I plan on majoring in a health and human service area with a minor in Spanish. I'm also going to continue playing basketball there as well. I have three main ideas to help you have the best potential for a high school experience. And I hope it's a successful one for all of you. First off, surround yourself with people that will be there for you and help you and support you. The choices and decisions you begin to make as a freshman will follow you around until you're a senior. This is when things really start to matter. Your friends in middle school may not be your friends in high school, and that's okay. Things will change, people will change. Activities, interests, what you like and dislike, your values, what should align with those people around you. Your peers, your friends, your teammates, whoever it may be, their values should align with yours. They should be there to help you succeed. They should encourage and support you throughout high school, because high school does have its ups, but it also has its downs. So find those people that can grab you by the arm and drag you on through it. Build a network around yourself as well. We have some pretty amazing staff here that are here for you. As a freshman, get to know them. Get to know your teachers. Check in with them, because then they will be there at any given moment to help you out. They are there to work for you. And getting to know them right from the get-go will only benefit you. My second one would be get involved. And I know this has been said a few times, but it really does make or break your high school experience. Whether it's sports, clubs, music, theater, student council, or even just exploring new classes, there's a lot that you can learn about yourself. For example, I'm a kid that's going to walk out with just under 40 college credits, but I took a woodworking class. Some of you that know me, woodworking is not my thing at all, but I absolutely loved it. I walked home with a shelf that was able to stand on 4 legs, and I had the best semester. There is a way you can have a balance between both an academic, rigorous schedule and be able to have some of that fun and learn and enjoy and find new things. Be able to stretch yourself, because stretching yourself, you're able to find new fun things to do. Try a new sport, join a new club. Even if you don't like it, now you know, and you won't live with those regrets of what if I tried it. You won't know what you're missing out on it unless you try it. Like they have been saying as well, football games, athletic events, musicals, go explore those and get to those events, because that's where the fun stuff is, right? Homecoming week comes around, no senior is going to be shocked when they see the whole Mario gang walking down Main Street because everyone's dressed up. That's what people do, and we have fun with it. We go all out and have some fun. Third, commit to earning your diploma. I'll be getting mine in, like I said, just over a week. And the things you do from day one as a freshman will help you get that way. Create a path that's important to you. Not all paths are going to be the same, and that doesn't mean anyone's right or wrong. There's many routes that a student can take throughout high school. Whether sports shape that, and classes shape that, and your peers shape that, they'll help you figure out where to go. As a senior, many of us have figured it out, and nobody's expecting you to know what you want to do as a freshman. You guys are worried about where to find your milk at lunch, and we're worried about what we're going to do in the next year. don't worry about things that are not important. Like, be able to separate your values from what you just don't need. Be able to put your phone down, check out from social media, focus on this, be true to who you are, and don't get caught up in the things that don't matter, because it truly is just a waste of time. And 4 years, believe it or not, does go even quicker than the 3 years that middle school does. So make sure you really embrace every minute within the building. Be able to stand out and be courageous. Try new things and fail. You're gonna fail. It's gonna go poorly for you. I hate to break it to you, but you just gotta embrace it and be able to get back up and try it again, because more failures are gonna be coming towards you in your life, and you just gotta be okay with it. But be able to laugh at yourself in those moments, because it can be funny, and you'll be able to look back and be like, oh gosh, what was I doing? Because as a freshman, you really don't know. High school really is a ton of fun if you make it fun. So be willing to be as involved as you can and try as many new things. Thank you for this opportunity giving me this opportunity to speak in front of you guys, and I hope that you really start to invest in yourself as you start your freshman year. Thank you.
God, I can't believe I'm doing this. I have to say it, Chris.
And I have something to say as well. Ladies first.
I think we should say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You convinced me. What happened?
I don't know what happened. Do you?
I thought we were going to come out here, we're going to have a nice conversation about how I wanted to stay in my childhood, and then I'm very sorry for calling you childish.
And I was gonna come out here and say, I'm sorry for calling you lame, when I wanna grow up and get a car, but, you know, stuff happens.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, freshman year is basically just gonna be a free restart for us. It's gonna be our time to reset, have fun with new people, you know?
Yeah. Now let's introduce our Layla Avery to recite her poem.
A candle lit like maturity's bliss.
Hello. I am Layla Avery. It is nice to meet you guys. I don't have a cool trolley like Chris, I'm sorry, but I do have a poem written by hand, by myself, for you guys. And before I say this, I would hope that you guys would just let these words, like sink in a little bit, because I know they did for me. In the realm of time's eternal flow, a tale of growth begins to sow. With every sunrise, a brand new day, awakening dreams that pave the way. Once youthful hearts so wild and free, now face the winds of maturity. For behold, the path to greatness starts when we embrace life's evolving parts. Oh, child of wonder, fear not the change, for with new priorities you rearrange. Like a phoenix rising from the fire, you'll soar higher, reaching your desire. In days old dreams danced in your eyes, but now you gaze upon broader skies. Responsibilities whisper in your ear, yet they hold the seeds of purpose clear. The time has come to leave behind the innocence of the younger mind. Though memories linger, do not fret, for new chapters beckon, waiting to be met. Oh, embrace the challenges that unfold as you shape a future yet untold. For within the challenges, strength is bred, and character forms when dreams are fed. The world awaits your blossoming soul. With open arms, it beckons you to unfold. Discover passions, ignite your fire, and let your spirit climb higher and higher. Accept adulthood's intricate embrace. Uncover the beauties beneath life's weights. Grow, evolve, and let your spirit roam, for the world is your canvas, your eternal home. Thank you.
Chris.
And now,
Our 8th grade graduates.
wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You got nothing to regret. I'd give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, it could stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you, won't let no one break your heart, no one will desert you. Just try to never grow up. Never grow up. You're in the car on the way to the movies, and you're mortified your mom's dropping you off. At 14, there's just so much you can't do, and you can't wait to move out someday and call your own shots. But don't make her drop you off around the block. Remember that she's getting older too, and don't lose the way that you dance around in your PJs, getting ready for school. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, it can stay this simple. And no one's ever burned you, nothing's ever left you scarred. And even though you want to, just try to never grow up. Take pictures in your mind of your childhood room. Memorize what it sounded like when your dad gets home. Remember the footsteps, remember the words said, and your little brother's favorite songs. I just realized everything I have is someday gonna be gone. So here I am in my new apartment in a big city. They just dropped me off. It's so much colder than I thought it would be, so I tucked myself in and turned my night light on. Wish I'd never grown up. I wish I'd never grown up. Oh, I don't wanna grow up. Wish I'd never grown up. Could still be little. Oh, I don't wanna grow up. Wish I'd never grown up. It could still be simple. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Could stay this simple. Won't let nobody hurt you, won't let no one break your heart. And even though you want to, please try to never go. Oh, don't you ever go. Just never grow.
There's a sound ringing in my head. Golden faces dancing in the sand. She's got the movement, she's got the way. Under her tree. school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Here we are, no one else. We walk to school all by ourselves. There's dirt on our uniforms from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean up and now it's time to learn. Numbers, letters, learn to spell, lines and books and show and tell. Playtime, we will throw the ball back to class. Teaching us how hard it is. Teaching us how hard it is.
Thank you, guys. I am so proud of the work these guys did on these slides. They did such a great job watching them take time, and I was in the classroom as they put this together. They put a lot of thought into each slide. In particular, I want to thank the kids who asked to put this slide together and asked to put this slide together for Joe. It's pretty cool, and I don't know if Keith or Chris are here. I'm sorry, I tried to look for you earlier. I wanted to show you this slide earlier, so I'm hoping you're here. It's hard to see up here, but if you're here, I just want to say thank you for coming. It means a lot to the kids that wanted to put this slide together. It's a big deal, and to honor them by coming tonight is pretty cool. I was visiting with Miss Pearson as they were putting this slide together, and she said it was pretty cool as to just to visit with the kids as they talked about Joe and talked about how neat of a kid he was, and talked lots of smiles and lots of laughter, and it was obvious that they miss him and will continue to miss him, and it's just a reminder just how precious things are. So I just wanted to share with everybody in here just a big time thank you. And then just embrace tonight, if you would. Embrace this moment. Embrace the opportunity afterwards to visit. Embrace, having a chance to just take pictures. And this night tonight, embrace how precious it really is. Olivia did a nice job just talking about how fast life goes, and those 4 years, guys, you 8th graders, is going to go pretty fast for you. And I can remember having this program one night. Went well, and I went into work the next Monday, and I was stopped at the stoplight on Broadway and 25, and I looked to my left, and there was one of those graduating 8th graders driving next to me, and I just had to do a double take, and I think I missed a couple rotations in the light before I figured out, yes, they grow up pretty darn fast. So, got so many thank yous we want to cover. So first off, let's hear it for our MCs, Bailey and Chris. You guys did such a nice job. How about for Avery, Sierra, and Kaylee? What a great message. Thank you, guys. Layla, I read your poem before we came out here tonight, and I was just impressed. I couldn't believe that a young lady had that much of a gift and talent in poetry. Thank you. You did a great job as well. Let's give her a round. I know Olivia had to head out, but I just want to officially thank her as well. Best of luck at Concordia, and continue to embrace that message that she shared about taking on the challenges and embrace the struggle and enjoy the high school very much. Thank you very much. I want to tell our high school principals, I think these guys are ready. I'm going to miss them. I've learned as much from them as anything our building could have shared. So I think these guys are ready, and thank you for coming tonight for your message as well. Lastly, 8th graders, best of luck. It's my understanding that there is a tug of war. Is there a tug of war team for the 8th? So on Friday there's this barbecue, and last year the teachers struggled a little bit, but they promised that would never happen again. So they're ready for whichever one of these 15 or so of 8th grade tug of war teams thinks they can beat them. Let's give our 8th grade staff a big round of applause. And just got the greatest staff on. Wow, what a program. Full house, great night. In the last, 62 minutes or so, we've accomplished quite a bit. Again, thank you guys for coming tonight. There is packets. Everybody's got a packet of slide with some their certificate in it. Your advisors are out there now. They're ready to. So look for your advisor when you go out there. They'll give you your packet. Go get some cookies. And guys, say thank you to these teachers when you get a chance. Okay. Have a good evening.